Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Reactor, and this is Quinn. And for today's article, it's coming from BBC.com, and it's titled 6 Rescue Divers Drown Trying to Save Teen in Malaysia. So apparently, this is pretty big news right now. I don't know, where was it that that cave trapped the soccer team or something months ago? Do you remember? You hear about that?
I think I remember something about that.
I don't know if it was Malaysia, but it sounds very similar to this, except
It sounds like a very heroic and sad story.
Bombadan Penyelamat means fire truck in Malaysian.
It's the Malaysian, I know this from a movie, it's the Malaysian Federal Fire Department, and they call it bomba, which in Spanish, bomba is a bomb, so I don't know if that's, so they're
Bomb
called
department?
bomba. They're literally the bomb.
Explosion. Yeah, and maybe bomb translates into fire somehow.
Yeah.
6 rescue divers have drowned while trying to save a teenager from a disused mining pool in Malaysia. They were searching for a 17-year-old boy who was thought to have fallen into the body of water while fishing with his friends on Wednesday. Authorities said the divers became caught in a whirlpool and sudden strong currents caused some of their equipment to come off. The search for the missing boy resumed on Thursday. So, Wednesday, yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
He fell in, and then today they're still searching. But it was also in Malaysia, so it was actually kind of like Tuesday night.
Right.
Right?
Because they're, right, in the future.
A very sad day. A boy and his friends were about to start fishing at the mining pool in Sepang district in Selangor state when he fell in, reports said. The divers followed all safety procedures as they went into the pool on a search and rescue mission, according to Sepang District Police Chief Abdul Aziz Ali. They were all wearing complete diving equipment and were tied to a single rope, he said. Oh, God.
Wait. It's a mining pool?
Yeah.
So it's like a quarry that got filled with water?
It has fish? Maybe?
So it could be huge, right?
Yeah. Mr. Aziz told state news agency Bernama that a strong current caused all victims to spin in the water, adding that this caused their equipment to come off. Ew. A whirlpool had formed at the area, and a team on the banks said they saw the 6 divers struggling to get out. Fire and Rescue Department Director General Muhammad Hamdan Wahid told the New Straits Times. The men were in the water for about 30 minutes while their colleagues tried to rescue them. All 6 were unconscious when they were pulled out of the water and could not be resuscitated. Oh my God. It's horrible.
I'm just imagining there's like debris and stuff in there too. It seems like, because how do they, just maybe from
I think
like
they got tangled in their rope.
Or they're just like, or the current is like, the whirlpool is so strong that it's just knocking them out. Maybe they're bumping into each other.
And if they died trying to rescue him, I'm pretty sure the kid is dead. Right?
Right. I just want to like see how. I want to find out how someone does navigate through that. Is there any kind of like vehicle you can take out into that would actually help you?
Like jet skis. This is the first time as many as 6 personnel died, Mr. Wahid told Bernama. This is a very sad day for us. Mr. Wahid said an initial investigation suggested that a flood wall near the area failed to contain gushing water brought about by heavy rain earlier that day, causing the strong current. That's what happened in the other story, too. They went cave exploring with their coach or something, and then seawater rose, and they all got trapped in this cave, and that's what that whole thing back then was. So they have an issue with their seawater, or I mean, like with rain.
All right.
Mr. Wahid said the ultimate sacrifice. Some 500 people turned out at a funeral prayer ceremony on Thursday to pay their last respects to the six victims. Their bodies were earlier today sent back to the respective hometowns.
So all the rescuers are deceased, and the kids never got rescued.
There was only one kid that fell in, and then they called the rescuers, is what I'm getting.
Did they rescue the kid?
No, that's what I'm saying. Kid's probably dead. If the divers couldn't survive it on a rope.
Right. But this just happened, so perhaps he'll like wash up on the shore.
Yeah, they didn't find
be
the body.
fine.
Maybe,
maybe he's just unconscious. We don't know.
And they all died for nothing. Across social media, tributes poured in for the 6 divers. Stevie Chan Esquire tweeted, condolences to the family of the 6 Bomba personnel who made the ultimate sacrifice to rescue a teenager. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, I don't know, they seem like they're pretty content. I don't know.
In this picture, yeah, they don't look like they're worried.
No. Just
Right?
another day.
Uh-huh. This was all taken just before they went in the water. These pictures.
Oh, yeah?
They take pictures every time you do a rescue mission. And I'm just making that up, so. Tunku Ismail, the crown prince of the state of Johor, added that he knew how it felt to lose men while on duty. Oh, and these are their names. Maud Fatah Hashim.
Let's take a moment and read their names for just
a moment of silence for these 6 victims. No, I'm kidding.
A moment of silence where we read their names to ingrain them in history.
Mazlan Omar Baki. I think
you
these
said
are
that
their
right.
ages, right? 25.
Yeah.
Adnan Athman, 33. Izzatul Akma Wan Ibrahim, 32.
Izzatul is a cool name.
Izzatul?
Izzatul.
Izzatul? It sounds like Izzatul. Muhammad Hifzul Malik Shari, 25. And Yahya Ali, 24. Yeah, it's hard reading these names. Why don't they just have English names? My heartfelt condolences to the families of the 6 Bomba personnel who lost their lives in a rescue mission yesterday. As a serviceman, I know how it feels to lose men while on duty. My prayers are with you and your families. Al-Fatiha to our heroes.
I don't think he could have said that better.
Yeah. Oh, and they got propaganda up already. I don't know if it's propaganda, but it's like they're making images. Malaysian Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad also expressed his condolences to the victims' families, urging them to remain strong in this challenging period. The Fire and Rescue Department of Malaysia also paid tribute to their divers in a Facebook post. Isn't there another story out today about the Prime Minister of Malaysia telling the cops not to arrest people for insulting them anymore? I think I saw that.
Yeah, I saw that.
That was pretty cool. Like, having people arrested for insulting you. That's the end of the story.
I would do. That's what I would do.
So yeah, I guess
Just kidding.
this is pretty big news. You said that's what you would do.
I'm kidding.
So yeah, this is pretty big news. 6 divers. They didn't find the kid yet.
Which means that perhaps he's alive.
He could be, but I doubt it.
I have hope. He's probably all right.
I'm the glass is half empty kind of person, so I would say, considering the circumstances with the 6 divers, he probably didn't make it. Although if they weren't tied on the rope, maybe they would have went into the whirlpool and come out another end, battered, beaten up, you know?
Right.
And they could have survived, I guess. And the rope could have been what was holding them stuck there in the water, underwater. You know what I mean? Like if it's a whirlpool and you're on a rope, you're going to go underwater and just spin.
Right, and possibly get tangled up in it.
Yeah, and that's probably what happened.
And it's like, what happens when you drive a jet ski into a whirlpool? It's probably fun for the first, minute.
I imagine a boat would float in the circle of the whirlpool, but if it lost its balance in any way, it would just get pulled under.
Right.
Yeah. So, what are your final thoughts?
Well, I'm an optimist about this story. I think that the 17-year-old boy may even have more, fight to stay alive.
Yeah, maybe.
And maybe he's alive somehow. So it's like the 6 workers. This is what, you know how when you get a group of people, they kind of operate as one mind because they're all together. And then when you're alone, you're better off because you can think.
Yeah.
And maybe that's how he's surviving is you get 6 people that they're all thinking the same way, like a hive mind, and they kind of make the same mistakes together. You know?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of hopeful that maybe he's grabbing onto some log somewhere, they're gonna find me.
He's reading the news right now, oh man, 6
They're
people
all
dead.
wrong. They're
He's
all
on his
wrong.
phone holding
It's
onto a
5.
log. 6 people died. Fuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking at this and find out if they find him, but
Yeah.
because they didn't actually say they found him.
I know.
So
yeah,
yeah,
they didn't. Yeah, and I mean, it would be great if he. My thoughts are that it would be great if he survived or survives and they find him.
Heck yeah.
But I don't think that's gonna happen. So, leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down, but please don't. Yeah, but that's it for the video. We'll see you in the next one.